Scorpios, welcome into your monthly tarot reading. We are going to get started here. This is for the month of April, and we are finally in spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. I know you in the Southern are moving into fall. So I've been enjoying the warmer weather. And we have this spring equinox, so the energy is definitely changing, and we are moving into another month that is going to be really big astrologically and energetically here. So the big months in the first half of the year were going to be February, April, and then July. So we are here in that second big month, and you know, I've just kind of been tuning into the readings and the energies and listening to others talk about the month, and you know, it's going to be a lot, and I'm seeing it as it's going to be a lot because there's so many, like, things are actually now changing. Like, the external world is really going to start to change for you. The first couple of months were a lot about the inner transformation, the inner alignment, your frequency really increasing, a lot of transformative rebirth energy. And now you're applying that outwardly now, and you're going to start to see these shifts. So if you haven't, you know, we're all on different timelines here. So some of you may still be doing that. But also I'm seeing in the readings that there's a lot of different moving pieces happening this month, and it's not just like one area of your life. I feel like this is impacting a lot of different things. There's like multiple stories that are happening in the readings, and it's kind of touching relationships, work, finances, and just kind of like dynamics. So it's been very interesting for me. As the reader, I've been a little bit, you know, again, it's not just like one story going on or one theme. There's a lot of differences going. So let's get into it. Before I start, I did just want to, just with the age we're in, right, and the energies happening, I did just want to remind everyone of my books. You know, they're a great tool, a great support to help you increase your vibration and to help start from the emotional and energetic body. And then, you know, it's only when we're experiencing these things firsthand that we can apply truth, and then start to see a change in our reality. So there's a book 1 and 2. You can get those on Amazon, and that's linked below in my description. I also posted a good amount of new metaphysical bracelets on my Etsy shop as well, and these are great tools as well. And these have been, I mean, I put on my, you know, stone bracelets every single day to help support me in whatever's happening that day, what I'm looking for. I have now curated some collections of them and put them into different categories depending on what energy or support that you're looking for. So take a look at that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Scorpios in April. Choose peace. Be responsible for your own serenity. On the lookout, be alert to the happenings around you. And a chance to share. Authentic connection deepens love, healing, and understanding. All right, so it's kind of like there's this opportunity to open up. And there's things happening, and this lookout card is kind of like with the owl there. It's like this observer. It's like you have this higher view of things going on, and you're able to see things from a different perspective here. And there's a lot of just personal choice this month, Scorpios, for you. It's like you have the choice. Do you choose peace? Do you choose harmony? Do you choose loving yourself? And there's this more of a shifting into the responsibility for the self. And this came up, I think, with Virgos, but there's a lot about, we're still kind of in this theme of like really observing our belief systems, observing the chatter in our minds, and how these patterns that we've had just on a loop for our whole lives, we're now really able to work with them and shift them. And the belief systems are really for us to say, nope, that's not true for me anymore. Okay, so like a belief could be, well, I'm never going to have $1 million, or I'm never going to be rich. That's a belief system. It's not true. It's true based on your past experience, but right, the now moment is a new moment, and you are rebirthed in this moment, and you can shift your belief. You can shift whatever you want to create and manifest. And maybe you're not manifesting it right here, right now, but you need to shift that belief system first. Or, I can't have an authentic, deep, healing, supportive relationship. It just doesn't seem like it's meant for me. That's another belief that we're shifting out of. So I think you will have an opportunity to create some sort of deeper connection here. And it's going to help you heal some deep wounds. And there's a lot of relief I'm feeling as well lifting for you. She's kind of opening up to, the universe and just like allowing the universe to kind of cleanse her. And I really like that energy and visual. All right, let's get some more detail here. Look at that. First card out, the star. Healing. We got a lot of healing energy. Two of Swords. Healing anything, just like what I said, healing blocks. Healing things that have closed us off from either giving or receiving here. And then the World. Look at this big energy. So major new beginnings in April for you, Scorpios. And part of the new beginning is this energy, again, these are swords. So again, they could be beliefs, but you're finally you're seeing the swords like this in this card. And it's like this, you're now removing the swords. So there's not that energy of like protection, of block, of like, no, I'm not letting anything in, or I'm not letting anything out. And I really like that for you. And that's something I feel like you've been trying to identify for a very long time. You've been trying to work with, and you're like, why am I not shifting my patterns? Why are my relationships not changing? Why am I not bringing in more abundance? Well, this was why. And these cards, these are the Moonstruck Crystal deck, and they have crystals on them. So if any of these crystals that are showing up in your reading, I would definitely recommend getting these because they're symbolic here as they're coming out for you to use them. So we have the Aura Quartz, the Black Tourmaline, and the Moss Agate here, which I do have a Moss Agate bracelet on my Etsy shop, just as a heads up. So Judgment, another big card. That's the Charoite, I can pronounce it. The Hanged One, Howlite. So 4 out of the 5 cards are major arcanas here. And Tanzanite, or 6 of Swords, sorry. So Tanzanite. I do have a Howlite bracelet. I haven't posted it yet, but if anyone is interested, DM me. But otherwise, I just have the Moss Agate that's posted. So let's see here. Yeah, so we got healing. We have new beginnings here. Judgment. So the healing energy is really, this is like it is a rebirth into a new life for you. You're finally, not even finally, like I feel like you definitely are already very, you know, aware and expanded. But this Judgment card, you know, I'm envisioning the traditional tarot weight picture of the Judgment card, and it's like the angels, you know, in the clouds are blaring their horns, and the people on the ground in the earth reality are coming out of their coffins, and they're kind of being rebirthed. And it's a new calling, right? It's a new calling, it's a new path, and it's definitely like a reconciliation type energy, especially with the star. Like you're finally reconciling your past, you're reconciling templates, karma. And in the center of the reading, we have the Hanged One, which is about enlightenment as well. So there's this new awakening, this new enlightenment, and the new perspective, but also the shifts in energy are the Six of Swords, which are, you're now seeing movement forward, and movement that's actually substantial, because you're starting to really see things become a lot easier in your life. Things are happening easier. You know, there's resolution that's faster and easier. There's more grace. And it's like there's less work. There's less, you know, strife and toil. It's just like things happen a lot easier for you. Oh, my Tower. Wow. So Tower and Judgment. So something is going to come in very fast and unexpectedly here in April. So this is something big, Scorpios. There's something big on the horizon here. The Lovers. Ooh. So this could be a relationship that just literally, like, you just run into someone and it's like that love at first sight type energy here. And the Seven of Cups. So this is definitely something that you've desired. This is something that I think you have a lot of, like the cups all represent your different desires, different things that you want and desire. And it's like, I feel like now they're all coming to fruition for you. It's not just one thing. I think there's multiple things here. Scorpios, you have one of like the most wham readings of so far. And it's like, this is big, like something big is happening in April for you. And two, for the crystals, we have smoky quartz, rose quartz, and the Herkimer diamond. So again, note these crystals down because they have significance for you for this month that you can use. I'm going to actually, oh my gosh. The energy is intense for you guys. I was going to, I'm looking for another, there's the mermaid deck I wanted, but I don't see it. So I'm going to pull, I'm going to use this other deck for clarifiers here. All right, let's see here. Let's get more on the Two of Swords, more clarity. Look at Hanged Man again. And then the Devil. Yeah, so there's definitely been either some fears because of what you've experienced in the past. You've definitely may have been unconsciously closed off because of maybe fear around not feeling safe or like not trusting the external world or people. But again, the Hanged Man here, that's kept you stuck. There's definitely been this stagnant or stuck energy in one area of your life. And that's the pattern piece, right? Like it's the same thing. And you keep maybe manifesting different things, but it's like the same thing. And it's like, it's not what you really want. But the key here is getting unstuck for you and also seeing things differently, getting more enlightened. Let's see, the Judgment and Tower. Two of Wands. So this is some decision. Like you're making some decision about a big thing in your life, about an important piece of shifting something in your life, expanding out into new territory, doing something you haven't done before. But you're really like, I want to go out and experience something different, right? Like, I'm tired of being in the same place. I want something new. And then look at the star. So you got 2 cards, duplicates now. So the star twice. So this is like, almost like that instantaneous healing. Or instantaneously a wish is fulfilled. And you're like, it's almost like something is being an opportunity for you, and it's like you have a choice to make. But I think you're gonna make it, because this is kind of like, I can't believe this is something that's being offered. It's almost a little like, because it comes in so fast and unexpected, it's like, whoa, like, can I trust this? Is this real? But it definitely is. Let's see, the Lovers. Ace of Cups. So yeah, this is definitely something with relationships tied to emotional fulfillment here. This is like, these two together would be like, yeah, love and relationships. And this is like a new beginning, like a really new beginning. And this connection is like, the emotional, like, love and connection is kind of overflowing here with this. The thing is, I feel like if you notice in these 2 cards, this card, the Ace of Cups, has the hand coming out of the clouds with the cup. And in the 4 of Cups, it's the same in the background here. It's the same clouds with the hand offering the cup. But in the 4 of Cups, he's not seeing the offer yet. So it could be something that as you've kind of, it's like you're too focused maybe on like, okay, I don't have this, or this hasn't happened yet. So when this comes in, it's like maybe you don't realize it at first. Because you've kind of been disappointed in the past when something came in really unexpectedly and was like, oh, you thought it was like, this is it, right? Like, this is the one, and it didn't work out. So I think you're a little, because of the past, a little, I don't want to say PTSD, but a little like, I'm not going to fully just believe this because of what happened in the past for you. And what's just some more detail for the Hanged Man at the center of the reading? Anything more? Yeah, Hierophant. So you've definitely, I feel like a lot of you are stuck when it comes to relationships. Maybe you really wanted commitment or something serious, or to get married, and it hasn't happened yet. So you've kind of felt stuck in that sense. For some of you, this is referring to, you've been tied up by your old traditional ideas and belief systems and stuck in, maybe you, for some of you that maybe have been in a serious relationship or a marriage, this has been the thing that has really tied you down in a karmic sense. And now it's like you're freeing yourself from this. Seven of Cups. The Emperor. Yeah, you're really, April, you're finding your power. I mean, this is like major power. You are standing in your power this month, and you are going to be like taking the lead finally on your life. So you're really leading the path ahead. Like, no, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to experience. And you're not letting anyone, like, you are setting down the ground rules. And really, like, I'm going to be the leader of my life. Like, I'm not going to sit around and wait for anyone else to make it happen for me. Or I'm not going to continue to allow other people to control my life and hold me down, right? So there is definitely some of you, a relationship that has been holding you down for a long time. and you're kind of like, not anymore. The World. Eight of Pentacles. So you're finally, so also, this is what I'm talking about. There's different things happening. So this could also, with the Eight of Pentacles, this could also be impacting, there's definitely this piece of relationship, but there also could be a shift in your work. A major shift in your work. Seven of Wands, really standing up for yourself. But I feel like the life you had been living, it almost feels like you're constantly in this place of like, you're trying to keep your, it's like you're trying to have the higher ground here. And I'm seeing this from an energetic perspective. You're trying to keep your vibe and like strengthen your vibe, increase your vibration. But like there's a lot of things in your life that keep pulling you down, that are really dense in nature. And it's like, it's created a lot of dissonance because where you are at vibrationally is so much higher than a lot of things or certain things in your life. And maybe you've been able to try and continue to maintain, like in a job that's really dense, or dealing with a boss or colleagues. This could also be family or friends, where it's just like you've realized, like, again, that dissonance is just too big. And it's like you always just feel like this card, like you always feel like you're having to like keep doing hard work to keep your vibe high or to maintain your boundaries, maintain your level of, you know, being objective or not engaging in old patterns and dynamics. And it's a lot of work. And it comes down to a point where like, there's certain things that just have to end and close up because, and it'll be so much better for you and so much relief. And that's what I've been feeling. And that's what happens when you move away and move forward. Things all of a sudden become easier. And there's a couple things, either there's one big thing or a couple things that you know, as you're listening to this, you know what they are, that you have already become aware of, you know, I can't keep doing this much longer. So, Scorpios, this is big. This is really big month for you. I'm going to pull one last I Ching card for a closing message. Tranquility, earth over heaven. Now is a time of growing potential. It is possible to grow to great heights, but keep your inner balance that has brought you here. Do not become complacent now. And I swear, I'm like, is this card literally, like, is there 50 of these cards in this deck? Because I think I've literally pulled this card. The last 5 readings I've done, I feel like at least 3 have gotten this card. So there is some real importance about this, this message for everyone. So April's going to be a time of major growth and potential. Like literally potential of, like it says, growing to great heights. Okay. The guidance here is about keeping your inner balance. And that's what I'm saying about with the Seven of Wands. You've been keeping your balance, but it's been a lot of work because, again, because of situations you're in, people that you're surrounded by. And this is a time where you finally see, right? Be on the lookout here. You have a higher perspective where you're finally like, you get it, right? And the Hangman, new perspective where you're like, yeah, this, I'm not doing it anymore. And these, whether it's these certain people, these dynamics, I can't engage in them anymore. This work, I can't do anymore. This is not a time to just sit on the fence. Two of Swords. This is not a time to just sit on the fence and your decision is to not make a decision. I don't think the universe is going to allow that anymore. So either you surrender, go with the flow, stand up with courage and make the decisions here, or I feel like the universe is going to make the decision for you. And when that happens, it happens a lot more, you know, there's a lot more challenge to that. So, but I think those of you watching are more enlightened or more aware. So I think you're going to do the work here, right? You're going to do the work. All right, Scorpios, amazing, amazing reading for you all. Thanks for joining in. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. Let me know how 2026 has been treating you in the comments, and I will see you in the next reading.